home page really quickly. These are um, all the campuses. We can go to a single campus view and see that campus doesn't have any players associated with it, but this one does. So all the players associated with that specific campus. In the single campus view, we can also toggle between edit mode to edit the campuses, or even add a campus, which takes us to a new form. Here are all the players. We can edit the players as well, remove them, and also view their individual single player pages. We can also edit their picture by clicking on the image and changing the image that they're associated with. So to demonstrate really quickly how some of the functionality works. So first of all, we can remove a player, and it works pretty much the same way as the campuses. But once we click remove, that removes them from the database. And how this works is on the client side, we have a handle delete, which dispatches a thunk with an argument of the ID of the student that we want to remove, and then that deletes student thunk. What that does is that deletes the student from the database via an Axios request, and then it dispatches the delete student action creator. And what that does is that pretty much filters the current state array and removes the student ID with that ID, and then returns a new state. To demonstrate some other functionalities, we can add a campus. So let's see here. If we just want to add, we can call it Giants. And now we have a campus called the Giants, no players associated with it yet, but we can also do add a player. We just deleted him, but we'll add him back in, Eli Manning. And have an image of him here. Enter that image. Then we can see that now Eli Manning has been entered into the database. And we can also view his single page and see him right here. And so how that works is basically we have a submit handler right here that this is for edit. This component right here, which is the add student form, and it has a local state. Once we press submit, that dispatches to the store the add student thunk with the student object as the argument. And what the add student thunk does is it talks to the server, makes a post request, which adds that new student row onto the table, and then we dispatch the add student action creator to the reducer, which adds a student right here. And that pretty much, what that does is that appends to the current array another student, but returns a brand new object of students. And the final functionality of editing, so we can say that the Mannings can play together. So here we'll edit Peyton Manning and send him, he was on the Broncos, we'll send him to the Giants to play with his brother, press submit, and now we can see that these two bros are on the same team, whereas they weren't before. And now if we go to the Broncos, or not the Broncos, the Giants, now we can see them together. And the edit functionality is handled in the students component. On submit, we dispatch it to the thunk edit students with the argument of the entire player object. And this edit student thunk is right here. It sends a put request, which updates that row in the database. And then here we dispatch fetch students, which gets all of the students from the server and then dispatches the get student action creator. And the get student action creator, all it does is it takes all the students in the payload and places them in the property, students property of the initial state. And so basically we're changing a row and then we're returning all of the entire contents of the database, which will now include the updated player. And we can see that he is now associated with the Giants team, and so is his brother. Thank you.